Corona hit. And it's tough because we don't even know what the state of the world, I mean, hopefully they keep saying that this vaccine is going to come out soon, which will change things and make things hopefully back to normal at some point. So we're just like completely on hold with planning. We don't want to plan anything until we really know like what the state of the world is going to be in, especially because we're going to another country. And for us, like, we're not gonna, we've been together for so long that it's like, what's the point of like rushing anything right now? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's no rush to go get married at like a town hall or anything like that. Like, we're to the point where when we do get married, like, we want to do it the way that we want to do it. That's just where we're at. You know, I know a lot of people have like a bunch of different opinions on like how to get married and where to get married and like what to do, but just for us personally, like, we have something in our heads that we want to do, and that's just our plan as of right now. So I guess that answers that. Like, so for right now, we're just chilling as fiance and fiance, and then eventually we'll get married. Hopefully not too long. Hopefully, like, I don't know. I don't foresee, like, maybe 2022. I don't know. I'm adding a little bit more blush because I'm a psycho and just like love blush, so just don't mind me. Oh, so someone asked to share some self-care tips, which I feel like I kind of just went on a tangent about. I mean, my main thing, I made a whole video a couple years ago or a year ago about how to like stay motivated and productive, especially as a stay-at-home mom. You don't have to be a stay-at-home mom. You can be anybody. You don't have to be a mom. You don't have to be a dad. You can be anybody, but just like how to stay productive and, you know, because I know being at home and like not really having anywhere you have to be all the time. So it can be really like Groundhog Day almost. And it's easy to get into the pattern of just like waking up and changing into like a different pair of pajamas, you know what I mean? Or like a different pair of sweatpants. I really suggest to at least a couple days a week. Like, you don't have to do it. I go days, especially after being like quarantined and in lockdown, and like I would go days without putting myself together whatsoever or showering, like literally. But at least a couple days a week, like, get up, get yourself, straighten your hair, put your hair in like a nice bun or like a nice ponytail instead of a messy bun, or you know what I mean? Like, just feel a little bit better about how you're presenting yourself, or not how you're presenting yourself, like, it in turn like makes you feel better. It just does. Like, it does something to know that like, okay, I look, you know, halfway put together. I look all the way put together. You know, let's go like conquer the world. Like, you know, I know for me that it's so important, especially for moms, but this is for anybody, because life gets in the way. Kids get in the way, of who, you know, of not who we are, but things that once were important to us that have been pushed to the side, and make those things important again, you know? If it's a girls' night out, like, I try to get with my girlfriends once a month, which seems like, you know, not a lot, but it is. Like, it's enough, and it recharges me, and it's really needed. And instead of being like, oh no, I'm not going to be able to do that day, or oh, we'll see, like, no, like, plan it, put it in your calendar. Get a calendar. That's another thing. Get a calendar for your significant other. Put it in like a main area. We have one in our kitchen. I mean, we have 3 kids, so it's like any doctor's appointment or anything we'll put on the schedule so everybody knows. What am I doing? I don't know what color I want to do. Make it a thing. Be like, I'm going here this day. If your significant other can't help you with your kids, like, find a babysitter. Like, make it happen, and it will recharge you and make such a huge difference. And that's something that is so important, whether it be, like I said, to get your nails done, to get your hair cut, to get a wash and blow dry, you know, whatever makes you feel good, make that a priority, and don't say you don't have enough time, because make the time, you know, like if something's important to us, we can always make the time for it. Speaking of making time, and I'm saying like take the time to make time, there's not enough hours in a day. Like I've been realizing that ever since the daylight savings has just completely destroyed me and everything about me. Like I don't know where I am. Oh, I think I made an Insta story because I was just like so beyond, like we had no president-elect, like it was such a crap show, and it was daylight saving time, and it was dark, and I just felt like I was on Mars, and it was just so weird. I've just really come to realize, and as I like get older, I feel like time goes by so much faster, and I look at the clock and I'm like, how in the heavens did the day go by like this? The day just slipped out of my hands. So anyways, self-care, I'm telling you right now to make it a priority. Hold yourself accountable too. Like you are the only person that can change the way, you know, you're feeling internally, you know, when it comes to like self-love and self, you know, how you're feeling inside, not how somebody else makes you feel. Like you're the person that can really change your whole day around. Just remember that. All right, let's finish up my eyes here because I feel like we've been here forever. All right, let me do one more so we can just, I can like, how are we looking here? So how do you keep your cool when you've had a tough day with your 3 kids? I remind myself that they're gonna go to bed and then I'm gonna have time to myself. Honestly, like I'm not even being funny, is that I just hold on to bedtime. I've seen those memes that are like, I love you so much, but I'm so excited for bedtime. Like it's so true. Fun fact about me is I actually don't drink. So, I mean, some people would say like have a glass of wine, and a lot of people do that and it helps them, but I don't. I just really bank on the fact that they're gonna go to bed and I can crawl into my bed and listen to my true crime podcast and just like online shop. And it's hard because all these things will like pop up on like, they're not gonna want to snuggle with you much longer, like yeah, and then you're like crying and you're like, oh my god, I feel like such a bad mom that I just like need a minute. But it's like, we're human, we need a minute. So I try my best not to like lose my mind, and especially like lose it on them, because I just feel like that's not fair to them, because kids are kids, and it's, you know, we all have to remind ourselves of that sometimes. But I really just like, my answer is just knowing that they're gonna be sound asleep soon enough and I'm gonna have time for myself. Speaking of like self-care and that stuff, I also, I have like the most amazing friends in the world, and we stay in contact like all day, every day. Like we're always talking and making each other laugh, and for me that's like a huge part of what helps me get through the exhausting and frustrating days, is my friends just being like silly and being there for me and listening to me if I need to vent, and understanding me and never judging me. And if you don't have people like that in your life, like get people like that in your corner, because it just, and you know, obviously I can talk to Mike about whatever's going on, but somebody that's like a friend that's like not in the picture, you know what I mean? Like just someone that you can vent to is super helpful for me. So here we go with me and my Q-tip. Like how embarrassing am I? Like I just love Q-tips to put on my inner corner. So lately, instead of like an inner quarter highlight, I've been just using like not a stark white, but they have them in like every eye palette that was ever created, but just like a soft white color to put, oops, I went a little crazy over here, blend, to put in my inner corner. And I just feel like it really opens up my eyes. So instead of using a shimmer, I've been using, see the difference? I've been using just a white shade. I'm gonna go pop my lashes on and bronze my chest because it's like not the same color as my face, and I'll be right back. All right, we are done here. I put my lashes on, I bronzed my chest, put some earrings in. I need to go do my hair, but that is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. I love you guys so much. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys next time. Love you.